DFW agents, my name is Rey.Valentin. I'm a local mortgage advisor here, and I just want to get right into it, okay? I want to show you how you can let this sell first mentality stop stalling your commissions, right? I want you to imagine for a second where every we need to sell before we buy objection becomes the start of a double transaction, securing you two commissions for a single client. And that's not a fantasy here. If you stick with me in this training, I'm going to show you the exact strategy on how to make this work. So this sell first deadlock is the first obstacle that we have to overcome. You see, the problem is promising client relationships, they stall because they're trapped in this sell first cycle. They're unable to move forward on either transaction. The impact is that you're left with a stalled listing, a missed buyer opportunity, and a client paralyzed by analysis paralysis. The result is, look, they want to move, but their equity is locked up, and this fear of the unknown in this rate-sensitive environment becomes a deal breaker. Now, if you don't have a strategy for the purchase, you're never going to win the listing. Obstacle number 2 is this heavy price of bridge loans. Let's say you even get them to consider this option. We all know that if you present this expensive bridge loan option, here's where you usually lose the deal, right? Because traditional loans carry these high upfront fees, they're high interest rates, and they quietly eat into your client's hard-earned equity. The impact is that most clients feel rushed, they're powerless, they leave money on the table, and they put your reputation at risk in the process. The result is this strict repayment deadline creates this immense pressure for your clients to sell fast, often painful price reductions. I'll give you an example here. We had a client who came to us and they told us that they were trying to entertain this idea, and the option that was presented to them with the bridge loan was that if they did not sell their home in a 90-day period, the lender had the option of cutting the price until they got paid. At the end of the day, these loans only serve the lender's timeline and not your client's best interest. Obstacle number 3 is what we call homelessness anxiety. Look, sellers are terrified of selling their home and having nowhere to go, especially in this DFW tight, low inventory market. The impact is that thousands of potential DFW listings are sitting idle because the financing timing problem hasn't been solved for them. The result is they delay listing indefinitely. They wait for that perfect moment that never arrives, and your pipeline stalls with them. Solving this "where do I go" question is the fastest way to sign the listing agreement. So here's the one question that can change all of that. There is one question that if you ask early in your seller consultation that instantly reveals whether a client is a perfect candidate for this strategy. It also uncovers their equity and their move-up motivation before you even pulled comps. We identify these signals together so that you can position yourself as a high-level advisor from the very first meeting. The benefit is that you stop wasting time on these maybe deals, right? And you start focusing on definite double transactions with clients who are truly ready to move and benefit from this program. So here's how we make this all work. We have a buy without sell first mortgage program. How this works is we, as the direct lender, we can structure a buy before you sell deal that lets your clients purchase their new home using a traditional mortgage, not this high risk loan bridge loan. The benefit is, of course, clients close on their new home first, moving at their own pace and avoid the stress of high upfront fees and insane interest rates. The result is you get a vacant, professionally staged listing and that sells for top dollar, hopefully, right? Without clients living in this construction zone. Look, at the end of the day, we're able to do this because we can provide a specialized program that allows us this lending flexibility to your clients, giving your clients the options that most banks simply cannot offer. Not only that, we're able to eliminate contingent offers. You see, by securing financing independently of this pending sale, we can eliminate contingency curses, transforming your sellers into non-contingent buyers who can actually compete head-to-head with cash offers in any DFW multiple offer situation. The benefit, of course, is that your client can win their home without overpaying or losing out to investors with cash in their hands. The result is that you can secure the purchase commission plus the listing commission, one client, two closes, a true win-win for your client. Now, if you leave with anything in this video that you watch, I want you to remember this one thing, the 20-20 rule. This is our insider rule on how we're able to find these kinds of deals. The first 20 is the equity. We need 20% of equity in their current property in order to make this program work. This is the key that unlocks the entire strategy. The second 20 is the 20% down that they're going to need to purchase their new home, right? This 20% down can be pulled from their current equity that they have if they have sufficient equity, or sometimes they already have it cash in hand and other stocks that we're able to pull from, right? When we have the 20 from their current and their 20 for their new, we can make this deal work, right? The result is that you can get this more affordable financing structure for your client. It protects your client's equity and it secures your double commission. Now, I want to talk to you about the letter that finds these little hidden deals, right? We can do this as a direct lender. All we need is a letter of intent. So you see is your client only has to have an intention to want to sell to qualify for this program. When they do that, we can go ahead and eliminate their current mortgage from our calculation so that they can actually put a real offer on the table that is not contingent on the sale. Right. And we can do that simply by them providing us a letter saying that they intend to sell in the next 90 days. It's not actually required for them to sell in order to qualify. Not only that, we can couple this and layer it with multiple buy down options that are out there. As you know, a lot of sellers in this market are offering some type of seller concessions. We can use that to lower your client's monthly payment for the first 3 or 2 years, easing the transition into their new home, of course, so that they can take advantage of these concessions. Now, we can do these programs specifically within $150,000 all the way up to $3 million, and this program is available in 49 states. We also can offer flexible documentation. We work with not only W-2 borrowers, but we work with, buyers that are up there trying to move up, downsize, high net worth individuals. We have programs for self-employed borrowers, contract borrowers, you name it. We have multiple programs that we can use to help your clients get qualified for this particular program. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably have some ideas as to maybe some of the clients that are in your database that maybe could have bought, but they were sitting on this whole, I need to figure it out, or I'm not sure what to do, or any of that. I want to help you unlock 2 or 3 of those deals today. See, I want to invite you to actually book a call with me where I will coach you on saying, okay, let's identify who these people are. We get on the phone with them. I show them exactly how this program works. And when I show them the numbers, what their new mortgage program would look like, what their new payment would look like, oftentimes they get very excited to want to go out there and start shopping again. I get them excited and primed for this. I send them back to you so that way they have an actual pre-approval for a home that they can put an offer in. They start to go sell the property, and then you can start focusing on figuring out how you're going to secure the listing to make sure that you have that double commission. I want to work with you. This is what I'm inviting you to do. So I want to focus on helping you get this into your database right now. And it's simply by letting us contact those buyers that are out there and getting them motivated and showing them the true benefit that they actually can afford a true mortgage, that they can get out there and actually move up, downsize, whatever it is that they're trying to do, and we can make that totally possible. So if you're in for that, there's a calendar below. Go ahead and book a quick call. We'll jump on and talk about next steps. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. And if you found this valuable at all, please share with any of your agents out there in the office, because again, we're trying to help as many clients possible get real legitimate loans into this DFW area, as well as help as many agents that we possibly can win in this environment. Thanks so much again for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.